it's Amelia. In this video, we'll review advanced formulas. Now, by advanced formulas, I mean something a little bit more advanced than just a simple mathematical calculation. Let's look at an example of a formula with multiple operators. In this example, we need to add 6% sales tax to the existing total. I've already added a heading for column G entitled plus tax. We're going to click in cell G6, and you always start a formula with an equal sign. So first I'm going to tap the equal sign on my keyboard. And what we want to do is we want to multiply the existing total by 6% and then add that 6% to the original total. I'm going to go ahead and click on the cell F6, and then what we want to do is to F6 we want to add 6% of F6. So you don't have to use parentheses because multiplication is always executed before addition, but sometimes I like to use the parentheses just as I'm writing the formula, logically to think about what I wanted to do first if I'm calculating it in my head. So in the parentheses, I'm going to click F6 again, and then the asterisks, and then the sign for multiplication, which is Shift 8, and then 0.06. And then I'm going to close my parentheses. And I'm going to either press Enter, or I can also click on the check mark to accept that formula. Okay, so now I'm going to change something, so I want to go click back on cell G6, and I'm going to take the parentheses out just to show you that if I do take the parentheses out, the answer is the same. Again, even though in the formula I tell it to add first, it's always going to execute the multiplication first because of the order of operation. Okay, now that I have that formula in G6, I want to duplicate it in the other cells. So rather than use copy paste, I'm going to use my favorite copy trick, which I love. What you want to do is point to the bottom right of the cell until you see a thin black cross, press, and drag down. And presto, the formula is duplicated in the other cells. And in addition, if you keep your eye on the formula bar, you'll see that Excel has nicely translated the row numbers into the other cells for the formula. Okay, now I have a different worksheet open, and we're going to look at 3 different examples of advanced formulas that use multiple operators. And what I mean by multiple operators is that it's going to perform more than just one addition or subtraction, that we're going to combine addition and subtraction, division, etc. So in this first example, what is the total income for January? So if we look at the worksheet, we see that there is a total income row, but January has 3 different periods. So what we want to do is, this is a fairly easy one. We want to add the 3 cells for the 3 different periods in January, which would be C12, D12, and E12. So this is how the formula would look. You want to make sure you always start with the equal sign, equals C12 plus D12 plus E12. Okay, for the next example, how much income is available for February after all total expenses are deducted from the total income? So remember in this now, when we write the formula, addition always precedes subtraction in the order of operation. Let's take a look at how the formula can be written. Now there's different ways it can be written. In this example, it always starts with an equal sign. We have F12 plus G12 in parentheses minus F26 plus G26. So sometimes you can get away without parentheses, but you might have to think about it logically, and if it doesn't work out, you may have to apply parentheses to execute the operation first if it doesn't match up with the order of operation and how you've written it. Okay, for this last example, for the total expenses for both periods in March, what percent is the rent? In this example, we want to add the total rent for March. So this would be in row 16. So that would be H16 and I16. So let's take a look at how the formula would be written. I start with an equal sign, and then I have H16 plus I16 in parentheses. Then division, and I have another set of parentheses, H26 plus I26. Now the reason why I have the parentheses is because of the order operation. The division would precede the addition. So we want to make sure that the addition is first. So we add the two cells for the rent divided by the total expenses. Okay, so what I've done is in this particular cell, I went ahead and entered the formula here, that you can see in the formula bar. And as you can see, the answer is 31%. We want to change that into a percent. So all we have to do is go up to the number group in the Home tab and click the percent for the format, for the number format, and voila, we have 31%. So that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please click like. If you like my channel, please click subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.